There is one ship coming, so I will show you that there's two ships. I suspect they might be Arilou.
Ah, our human friend. Please, let us chat a while. It has been so many years since I last visited your Earth. So long since I glided across your open fields under the light of a full moon. Tell me of Earth. Tell me of what I have. Oh, I forget myself. How silly. You were born on the distant world Unzervault. I have visited there much more recently.
What are you doing here in this region of space?
We are many places at many times. This place is an easy place. One of the 10 easy places. At different times, we explore different easy places. That is our way. Oh, I can see from the look in your eyes that I have confused you. I am silly. Please disregard my words.
Oh no, you've not confused me. The 10 easy places, you might have noticed in quasi-space that the number of portals, minus the one that went to the Arilou homeworld, the number of portals was 10. So presumably those are the easy places. What are they exploring for in these easy places?
We seek to trap Noon, but they dart and leap. You cannot trap Noon. Do not even try. I do not think you can even touch them. You are not quite solid enough.
Okay, so you trap these nungy things, then what?
Why, we let them go, of course. Noon do not like to be confined. Captain, these things we talk about, they are unimportant to you. They are as dreams. Our words should address your universe, not ours.
Very well. We still struggle against the Ur-Quan. Can you help us?
With ships and weapons, blood and bones? No. Too many shipmates were forcibly discorporated in the last conflict. Our cooperation is not necessary. You are the focus. However, knowledge transcends reality perimeters, and this we can share with you. An example, to discover the nature of the red probes, seek creatures who inhabit a world with no surface.
A world with no surface, the source of the Slilandro probes. I wonder if by that they mean a gas giant. Strange kind of creatures who inhabit a gas giant, but let's go and we shall investigate some of those anyway on that line that the Zokpot pic told us about. So, what exactly is your connection with Earth and humans anyway?
You are curious. That is a promising quality. How can I describe our relation to humans? Never doubt our motives, Captain. Your well-being is of paramount concern to every Arilou. Surely you know that it was the day after humanity joined the Alliance of Three Stars that we appeared in the open for the first time. This was no coincidence. We wanted to protect you. Once we saw that you were, well, safe, we decided to tend to other business for a short while. Believe me, Captain, we have known each other for a very long time. You might even say that we knew the first human.
Okay, that is also quite creepy. Goodbye, Arilou.
Farewell, child. Hello, my clever child. We have met again, and I am pleased. Your people are so beautiful, so unspoiled. Your instincts are like perfume. Your motives a shimmering crystal.
I am still confused about our relationship. Please elaborate.
You have painted our pictures on cave walls, erected standing stones and pyramids for us. You have wondered at our signs to each other in your wheat fields, and written books about our more personal endeavors when we allowed you to recall our examinations. We have a history together, Captain, and you have come a long way. But I must tread carefully. You are not ready for everything, and I fear that you would not understand what was best for you.
Can you give us any more information?
The Mycon change and reform worlds with their deep children. These changes affect others, unfortunately. The fate of your world and your heart relate to these matters.
Okay, so that was some random piece of information about the Mycon and these deep children, which appear to be some kind of terraforming instruments. They apparently relate to us, so they will probably be useful later in the game, but right now we know next to nothing about the Ur-Quan. Goodbye.
Farewell, child.
Another one. How many of these are we going to have to talk to?
Last night as you slept, I touched your face and you smiled. But now you frown. A pity. Smiling is healthier.
So those are the same conversations options as last time. Let's see if they give us different information this time.
The carnate forces of Ur-Quan and Korra are twined about the memory of pain. They respond to these words. Hold, what you are doing to us is wrong. Why do you do this thing?
Okay, I will remember that, and I will say those words next time I meet some Ur-Quan or Korra. So that was different. Are they going to give a different response to the confused about our relationship line?
As you know, we never revealed where in the galaxy one could find our home world. There was good reason. We are not from your space or your time. Some of your more broad thinkers refer to such realms as other dimensions. Though trivialized, this is a suitable metaphor for your intellect. Perhaps you know of the Ors, like us. They are dimensional travelers, but that is where our similarity ends. Do not trust the Ors, my human captain. They are dangerous. But as to your question, our relationship, to call our interaction with your kind an experiment, would be much too simple and impersonal. Let us just say that we have a vested interest in your development. You are one of our extended family, just as other sentients in other dimensions have their extended families. We are proud of you as you would be of your children. And someday, well, I have said too much already.
Okay, so these Ors, whoever they may be, these creatures who have apparently replaced the Androsynths, are not to be trusted if the Arilou are to be believed. I shall bear that in mind when and if I meet them. Goodbye.
Farewell, child.
So it seems hanging around here can be useful, as the Arilou have given us different useful pieces of information each time that we have spoken to them. Unfortunately, this one is not Arilou, it is a Slylandro probe. Okay, so that probe is destroyed, but I did crash into the planet again, so lost a few crew. I will now save the game again and wait for 10 more days for the portal to open. Looks like I may be talking to another Arilou ship before that happens.
Did you desire this meeting, Captain, or did we?
Any more information?
The enemy of your enemy is your friend, at least for a time.
Okay, so that suggests that there may be some enemies of the Ur-Quan who are on the who we might not be very friendly with, who will still be helpful to us in our battle. Are they going to say anything more about our relationship?
You already know more than is appropriate. In fact, you may represent an unfortunate complication. You have been in the stars for much time. Do you seek the doorway, or are you just passing through? Remember, you can only go over, naturally, for the 3 days it is open. How to find it? Look on your star map from 17 through 20. The variable star shall be your guide.
Okay, looks like I am lagging a bit again.
Farewell, child.
Okay, 13th 14th. Looks like we might be able to get there without any more encounters with either Arilou or Sly Landro. There's one coming, but it's nearly the 17th, so I can get into the portal before it meets me. So, star map. Arilou homeworld.
The prospect of sharing the easy way with you excites us. If you have found the Ur-Quan warp pod, this prospect can be made a reality.
I have obtained the warp pod unit from the Ur-Quan wreck.
What a surprise! As we have always said, humans are a most resourceful and clever species. We are so proud of you, but don't worry that you shall have to wait. We are prepared. Even now, our technical personnel are equipping your ship with a custom version of our portal spawner device. The device is usable only in hyperspace. Whenever it is activated, the spawner will focus several interdimensional fatigue beams adjacent to your vessel, opening a temporary hole into quasi-space. Move quickly through the portal. After your ship has passed into quasi-space, you can choose any of the nearby portals which lead back to hyperspace, thus saving you needless transit time. Be keenly aware of this fact. The spawner requires a great deal of energy to function. We estimate that each time you use the device, it will consume 10 of your fuel units.
10 fuel units. I currently have 42 left, so that is 4 uses of the device, but given that those portals will probably have a bit of travel time to get from one of them back to Earth, I probably only have 3 uses of the portal spawner if I want to be able to get back to Earth without running out of fuel. But I'm already in quasi-space, so that will give me, I can use 4 out of the 10, go out of 4 out of the 10 to try and find one that is close enough to Earth. Well, 4 out of the 9, and one of the 10 is the one I came in through. I already know that where that leads, and that I don't want to go through there right now, but goodbye, my Arilou friend.
Goodbye, clever child.
Okay, so I will now travel back to some of the portals, but before I do that I'm going to write down their coordinates so that I can have a list of where each portal in quasi-space matches up to in hyperspace. So I will cut this part out of the finished video and see you later, just as I am about to exit my first attempt at the portal. Okay, so that portal leads us into hyperspace. Actually, within Arilou space still. That is leading us to 036.8633.3, so that's still out of fuel range of Sol. So now we're going to go to our manifest and our devices menu, use the quasi-portal device, 10 fuel down, and we are now into quasi-space again. In the middle of quasi-space, just like we were when we got there last time. So I went to that portal last, so I will carry on in that order and go to this portal next. That is 530, 528. And that one leads us, right up at the far end on the other corner of the map, past Ur-Quan space, coordinate 775.2 2890.6. That is definitely out of range of Earth, so let's use our devices again and go back into quasi-space, where we shall now try that portal, 520514. Star map. Ah, we're now up on the top left of the map, 011.194.9. So this was on where our line from the Zokpot pick pointed towards, so we'll want to go to that portal when we're investigating those, but we don't want to be here at the moment. We only have 12 fuel left, so while that probably can get us another trip into quasi-space, it probably won't get us back to Earth even if we find the right place. So now I'm going to go to that one, that is 506474. See if this is the correct one. And the answer is... yes, actually that is the correct one. That is now, we are now in range of Earth, 190.9092.6. So I write down that that one is the Earth portal. So, to solve, although we may get caught up by a Slylandro probe on the way. Let me just deal with this. So that is a lot more resource units out of that Spaffy probe, and we're now down to 6 fuel. We had 12 when we entered the portal, so that suggests that it takes 6 fuel to get from the exit portal back to Earth, and 10 fuel to get into quasi-space, so that means that we can now get back to Sol, back to the Starbase from anywhere in the galaxy, as long as we have 16 or more fuel units. But first, the Starbase Commander.
Greetings, Captain. I'm ready to assist you. I have some information I think you should hear. Good news, Captain. With no announcement, a small fleet of Arilou Lolilay popped into space adjacent to our starbase, scaring the hell out of the Deep Raider operator. But right now, I could kiss every one of those pale little weirdos because they gave us 3 skip vessels. Also, we're receiving a priority distress call from the Zokpot homeworld at Alpha Tucanae. The signal was urgent but extremely weak. The only portions of the transmission that we can be sure of are help, Black Destroyer, planet under attack, help, worse than Zabranki, whatever that means, and finally, help. Also, we have a major situation, Captain. As of a few days ago, all Spaffy starship captains have vanished from our starbase. We don't know how or why, but until we receive replacements from Spaffiwa, you will be unable to commission any additional Spaffy eluder vessels for your fleet.
Okay, so while we do have 3 new Arilou skiff vessels, we have 2 lots of bad news. The Spaffy have all disappeared and the Zokpot pick are under attack by the Core R, so I will have to go and assist the Zokpot pick literally as soon as possible. I think on my way back from there I'm going to have to visit Spafila and see what is going on with those. First, let's offload the minerals.
Wow, you really hit the mother load this time.
And let's also ask if the scientists can analyse what I've acquired since my last visit.
The analysis reads as follows. Subject, quasi-space portal spawner. Data, device is a hybrid of different alien technologies including Arilou and Ur-Quan elements. Our tests show that this device temporarily creates a weakness in the fabric between hyperspace and a different unidentified dimension. The energy cost of this process is extreme, and since the unit's power supply is self-contained, we cannot estimate how long it will remain functional. Summary: use of this device will permit a starship to make transit to a different dimension. The hazards and benefits of this process are impossible to gauge without field study. That's the end of our scientist's report.
Okay, and that is the end of this conversation.
Bring back lots of minerals, Captain.
So now that I'm back at the Starbase, this is a good place to stop the recording and say that I will see you next time when we will definitely be going to Alpha 2 Canay to rescue the Zotbot pig from the core